Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me in all of my glory with no skincare on early in the morning to show you my, I want to say updated because it's been over 6 months since I posted my other skincare or morning skincare routine, but I don't know how different it's going to be. Maybe a little bit, maybe a couple of different products, but I have been asked to show you my skincare routine by a lot of people that maybe are new here. So I thought, you know what, let's just do it. A little bit of background info before we get started. I am 41. I have normal to sometimes dry skin. Actually, I got an email at the beginning of April saying happy half birthday. So I guess I'm a little over 41 and a half. I'm like, thanks for letting me know that. And I have one goal when it comes to skincare. It is sun protection. That is my main goal always. And aging gracefully, preventative care to age gracefully. I've said it before. I don't want to look like I'm 12 because I'm not 12, but I want to look like, I don't know, maybe I'm 39 instead of 41. You know, I don't think that's too much to ask with a good skincare routine. So that is my goal in skincare. Also, I have to preface by saying this is my job. I get sent a lot of skincare. I buy a lot of skincare to review. I love skincare. You absolutely do not need this much because I am giving you lots of options within each category. So I'm going to go ahead and say right now, get a pen and paper out. If you are a minimalist and you don't want to deal with all these steps, here are the 3 things that you need for your morning skincare. A good gentle cleanser, because I personally cleanse my skin in the morning. I feel like you need to. If you don't want to, at least splash it with water or have maybe a good facial rinse toner that I'm going to show you, a vitamin C of your choice, or a good antioxidant serum of your choice, and a moisturizing sunscreen. Okay, those are the 3 must, in my opinion, for a morning skincare routine, but you're going to see that I have way more options. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have already cleansed my skin at the sink. I used my beloved Sanitas Milk and Honey Cleanser. I'm almost out of this, but I have a backup. It's one of my very favorites. I have been using it for years. Love this so much. It's very moisturizing. The Sanitas brand has dry, normal, or oily on their products to delineate who it's best for. So this is technically for dry. And then I also have been rotating through some new cleansers that I have in my collection. The Sente Daily Soothing Cleanser, which this is a very gentle, creamy cleanser. If you're someone that really wants minimal, this is a great cleanser to have because it's just it's not stripping at all. I mean, none of mine are, but I feel like this one out of all 3 is the most gentle. And then the Clarity Cleanse Daily, which is like a little gel. It's a vitamin infused cleanser, and I like to pump this out of my hands, add water, and then cleanse. So those are the 3 cleansers I'm currently rotating through. Now, my next step is always the Revision Soothing Facial Rinse. So if you're someone who doesn't like to wash your face in the morning, I would suggest a step like this because it does still get any like debris. I use this as my toner. I'm going to take this, and I actually tried to use reusable cotton pads, but I started to film and I didn't have any. And I was like, I don't want to walk back to my room and get it. That's how tired I am. So I got this out of my kit. And this is just like one from Ulta. And you'll see the more I work product into my skin and around my skin, you're going to see I do get kind of red from pressure just because I have very reactive skin. So whenever I put pressure on it, it does get red, but it'll calm down. This next step is something that I have started doing since my last AM routine. And this is an essence. Now, the only reason I started doing this is because I got this in like, I don't know, a subscription box or something that I get for my kids, and I knew they weren't going to do it. So I started using it. It's called Gloasis, and it is the Milk Dew pH Balancing Moisture Milk Toner. So this is technically called a toner, but I use it as an essence step. You can see I'm more than halfway done. I also have the Innisfree, I think it's called the Innisfree Green Tea Toner, but I just got that and I haven't started using it yet. I do think that's going to be better suited for me in the summer. So I take some of this, just put a couple of drops in my hand, and then I will just press it into the skin because coming out of the fall and winter, I really needed this extra moisture. This has glycerin in it, and it has been helping my skin. So I like this step. I think I'm going to keep it for as long as it serves a purpose, and right now it's serving a purpose. My morning routine, as far as serums go, consists of 3 steps. The first 2 steps never waver. The third step sometimes can, but really hasn't since I started using this particular product. The first step is always the Neogenesis recovery. Always. I have gone through so many of these. This is a stem factor serum. This is going to be like your growth factor. It is oncology approved, which is definitely something different from most growth factors. I believe the only other one that I know of is from Osmosis. And it is a cellular, I always have trouble with that word, repair serum. And it is my favorite skincare product that I use. It is the one where if I run out and I don't have a backup and I start using something else, I can see a difference in my skin. My skin just really loves this. Now they have 3 sets of these, or 3 options within this range, and they have the recovery, which is the highest. It has 70% of the stem cell. They have the boost, which has 40%, but it also has added hydration properties to it. And then they have the skin serum, which is 20%. So Chad actually uses the skin serum, and I use the recovery. It's just my favorite. Now, since I've been talking for a little bit, typically I don't need to spritz in this step because I have just gone in with this and I still have a little bit of moisture to my skin, but this is sunk in. So I'm going to spritz a little bit of the Osmosis Infuse Nutrient Activating Mist, which is just the mist I'm using right now, in with 1 pump of the recovery, and spread that on my face. I don't take a ton of my products down my neck because I have 2 separate neck products that I use, but I will add anything left from the recovery because, again, it's just my favorite. Nothing will be harmed in the use of this serum. So the more I can use it, the better. So that step never changes. My second step never changes, and that is a vitamin C. This is the Truth Treatment I guess I was going to say Vivecta, but I also want to say vitamin C, and I really meant to say Trifecta, y'all. It's the Trifecta from Truth Treatment. So it consists of the Transdermal C Serum, the Hyaluronic Mineral Hydrator, and the Biomimetic Mineral Mist, which you could also use as your mist for other steps, but it is fairly small, so I like to keep it with this little trifecta. This is a trifecta I have been using for years upon years. It is still my favorite, hands down. Like, I just get really good results. The vitamin C in the Truth Treatments is a tetrahexadecyl ascorbate. So it is not the L-ascorbic acid, which is the most pure form of vitamin C. However, it is 80% of the tetrahexadecyl ascorbate. I have had awesome results for it. I know other people have had awesome results from it. I think I said for it. But it's not for everybody. Some people really prefer to have the L-ascorbic acid form of vitamin C. In that case, I have recently been using the Air MD Vitamin C Brightening Complex. So this is the new line from the dermatologist Stephanie Kappel, and they are selling this line on Skin Truth. So Brianna Stanko has a lot of videos on it. She has videos with Stephanie Kappel doing questions and answers and all the information, but this is an L-ascorbic acid. It also has the THD in it as well, but it's the 15% L-ascorbic acid. So I have been using this for the past, 10 days maybe. It is less irritating than other L-ascorbic acids that I have used in the past. It is like a clear gel, and she really does speak very well on the delivery system and, how it is encapsulated so that it won't irritate you. So, might be something that you want to look into if you have been irritated by L-ascorbics in the past and want to still give them a try. Okay, this next step is something that I believe in my last AM skincare routine, I had it as a hyaluronic acid serum. And I didn't bring it in here, but I have the new Elastin hyaluronic acid serum and I really like it. So I will try to remember to link that down below. But I have been actually using the Sente Dermal Contour Pressed Serum in this spot instead because it is very hydrating, has a lot of hydrators to it. I did a live with a Sente rep and Courtney from Harbin House. If you want to go over to Harbin House's Instagram page and click on their live button, like the little play button up by the reels button and the feed button and everything, then you will be able to find it there. The rep explains all of the HSA, DSA, and CSAs in Sente products way better than I ever could. But I'm going to tell you, I love this serum. I love Sente as a brand. I use quite a few of their products. This is by far my favorite out of all of them. It's fabulous. So I figured, you know what? If I can get more anti-aging benefits than just hydration in a step, why not? So that's why I've been choosing to use this serum instead of a hyaluronic acid. But I love the Elastin one. I love my go-tos like the HA5 from Skin Medica, the ceramide and hyaluronic acid serum from Bay Harbor Beauty. But this is just a kind of lotiony serum. Sinks in so well. It's just really nice. I really, really, really like this serum. In fact, during the anniversary sale, which I think is still going on with Harbor House. Sorry, my jaw is hurting. I'm going to do a little bit of a jaw massage. I bought a backup of the Dermal Contour Press Serum so that I have it and I don't have to wait when I run out. When I really love a product, I will do that. Like when I first start really loving it, I'll buy a backup. And then when I start using the backup, I'll automatically buy another one because they're just products that I don't want to be without. Started doing this with Neogenesis because I didn't want to wait that period of time to get it in the mail. My skin did not want to be away from it. Now, if you are a moisture serum only lover and you don't like hyaluronic acid, because sometimes if you live in a drier climate, it can tend to make the skin drier because it does pull from, it needs moisture to do its work, right? So you need to make sure you have a mist on before it. You need to make sure you put a moisturizer on after it. But if you are someone who can't use hyaluronic acid but still really like that hydration step, I have this one from Iunic, and it is a beta-glucan power moisture serum. And I really like beta-glucan for that step if you can't use hyaluronic acid. I do think it's very moisturizing. I think it's similar, but to me, I don't find it dries it out. To other people I've talked to who live in drier climates, I don't find it dries it out like hyaluronic acid can tend to do sometimes. So I get this from Yes Style. I think you can get it from Amazon. I don't trust Amazon with beauty products, so I tend not to buy any from there. But this one I got from Yes Style. Now, let's talk about eye creams. One eye cream that I kind of rotate. One eye cream that I've been testing out and liking is from Sente. This is the Illumine eye cream. So it helps with like depuffing, it helps brighten, which I obviously need in the morning. So I do like to add that in every once in a while, but really my tried and true is for the morning time is the Chantecaille Stress Repair Concentrate. This is the second one that I have gone through or that I have used. And it is a caffeine eye cream, but it really just helps brighten and depuff my under eyes in the morning. I really enjoy how it wears under concealer. I love it. Now, they actually sent me their new Rose de Mai eye lift, which has their famous Rose de Mai in it. They've got the Rose de Mai oil. They've got the Rose de Mai rose water, all the whole line, cream. I think they have maybe a mask. I'm not sure. But this is a gel eye lift, and it comes with, that really nice applicator that always stays cold no matter where you have it. It's very nice. Now, when I first got this, I started using it. I tried using it alone and it wasn't quite as moisturizing. So I tried to use it as a serum, which is great. I used it and then I put the stress repair on top. But what I've been doing lately is mixing them. So I'll take like half a pump of the Rose de Mai eye lift. So that's the consistency. It's kind of like a gel. And then I will take just a little bit of the stress repair concentrate and I'll mix them together in my hand. This is one of those extra steps that I was telling you about where sometimes I just get to be very extra. This is one of them, but my under eyes really like it. I have it and I'm going to use it. Now, obviously, you probably aren't going to want to go out and buy both of these products. I mean, if you do it because I love it. But if you had to pick between the two, the Stress Repair Concentrate is still my favorite. I really, 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 really like that eye cream, especially for the morning. Okay, let's get some moisturizer on this face. And I have been rotating between 3 moisturizers depending on what my face needs Also, depending on what SPF I'm going to wear, because if I'm going to wear a more moisturizing SPF, I am going to use a moisturizer that is less moisturizing. Does that make sense? I'm going to use a moisturizer that isn't greasy or overly moisturizing or too rich if I know I'm going to use a sunscreen that is moisturizing. Today, I am using a moisturizing sunscreen. So I'm probably going to pick one of these two. This is the Bay Harbor Beauty Hydrating Water Gel. I love this stuff. I've gone through an entire tube of it, and it is especially perfect for me in the summer because it is a gel, so it's not too rich, but it still gives me hydration. And then the Sente Ultralight Defense Moisturizer, I'm halfway done with this. Also great. It is ultralight, as the name states, so it's really good if you just want moisture, but you don't want it to be too heavy. Now, if I'm using a matte sunscreen, or if my face is really stripped and dry from some reason, some product I used, or is just feeling dry, I will go in with my Neogenesis Barrier Renewal Cream. So anytime I use like my Supergoop matte screen or the new Photozyme SPF, which is a little bit more matte, I will go in with this. But today, since I'm using a more moisturizing one, I think I will do the Bay Harbor Beauty. So it comes in a little press down so you get the right amount each time. And you can see it is a gel moisturizer, but it still does its job without being too heavy. It sinks in really fast. And again, I've gone through an entire one of these last summer because I feel like in the summer, it's just exactly what I need. Okay, let's talk about the neck and then we'll do sunscreen. This next product is my absolute favorite neck product that I have tried in a very long time. And I got it on a whim. I was down in Austin with Courtney and I was looking around and I'm like, oh, what's this? I want to try this. So I did. This is from Clarity RX and it is the Keep Your Chin Up Age Defying Neck Serum. I love their names. They have really cute names. So this is to firm, lift, and smooth the neck skin. So it's little. Okay, I will say that it is little. It for some reason only comes in a 1/2 ounce bottle, whereas most neck creams, as you will see, come in like a 1.7 or at least a 1 ounce bottle. So I'm not quite sure why it's so small, but I don't care because I have been loving it. This is more of a serum consistency. See how it's running down my hand? So I use it as such. This is not moisturizing to me. I use it as a neck and décolleté serum. So I just take one pump and I spread it all over. And I have just been seeing more of a difference. Like there were some videos that I was going back and editing a couple months ago where I was like, oh wow, my neck is starting, like the tech neck is really starting to show up. Doesn't look as good or as firm as it used to. Ever since I've been using this, it looks better. Like it does look a little bit tighter. So I really like that. And then because it's not as moisturizing and because I had this, I'm going to use it. Now you can definitely just go over this with a moisturizer. You do not need a separate neck cream. You don't. So this is kind of one of those extra steps for me, but I do like the Sente neck firming cream and I have it. So I'm going to use it. So I'm going to use that as kind of my moisturizing step on top of that serum. I'm sure that took a really long time, but that is my essential skincare routine, except for the very most important part of any skincare routine every single day of your life is SPF. Chad just got his second chunk of skin cancer taken out of his back. He actually is waiting to get the stitches out. The first one, he got 25 stitches. This one, he got 20, I think. So he's now going to have 2 very large scars on his back from skin cancer, which is damage he got a long time ago, you know, from being out in the sun and thinking he was invincible like we tend to do when we're young. And then all of a sudden it pops up and, oh, look, you have skin cancer. So it is the most important part of everybody's day. I don't care if you wear makeup. I don't care if you're a girl or a guy. I don't care if you're 12 or if you're 80. You need your SPF every single day. So I rotate through a ton of SPFs. It is one of my favorite skincare products. So I have a full SPF video. I will put a card up if you want to check out my favorite SPFs, why I choose to use them and when. But today I'm going to use the Elastin Hydro Tint Pro Mineral because it has really good coverage. I'm not really wanting to do much other than kind of stick a powder on top of this today. I'm going to go pretty minimal with the makeup. So I chose to use this. This is a mineral sunscreen. I do tend to only like mineral sunscreens. I have one exception, which is the Beauty of Joseon. It is a Korean skincare company that I also get off YesStyle. Sun cream. They call them sun creams, but their SPF 50 plus is amazing, but it is a chemical sunscreen. It's the only exception I have in my collection. So I'm going to take three and a half pumps of this for my face only and go over every stitch of skin that's showing. See how that has really nice coverage. And then I'm going to take another 2 to 3 pumps for my neck and décolleté. Anything that's going to be showing. I haven't decided what this is like the t-shirt I slept in. I haven't decided what I'm going to wear today, but if I have more chest showing than this, I will add more to it. And on no makeup days, I am going to apply makeup, but if I were not, which is very often with this sunscreen in particular and in the summer, I will take a very small amount and apply it under my eyes for a little bit of coverage, not only tint wise, but sunscreen wise. And then I will also take a little bit and apply it to my eyelids. So on those days where I say I don't wear makeup, the only other thing that I would do is my brows. And then I would put some lip gloss on, and that's it. A staple. This one is a staple. I think this is my 4th tube of this one. It lasts a long time. It is 2.6 ounces. But again, it just has that beautiful coverage with that glow, and it gives you your sun protection. Please don't skip this step. If you learn nothing from this video, do not skip your sunscreen. I still see comments on skincare videos that I watch where people are like, I just don't like the way it feels on my face. I don't, I just can't wear it. Or I only wear it in the summer. I mean, the sun is out year round. I get not liking some of the feel on your face, but it's kind of like training your face. You got to find one that you like. So if that's a chemical one or a physical one, I don't care what you use. The best sunscreen is the one you're going to use. Please don't skip that step. Train your face to like some kind of sunscreen. I feel like it's becoming a PSA, but I can't stress it enough. So that is my extensive, sounds more extensive because I gave you more options in each category, but honestly, this never takes me more than like 7 or 8 minutes in the morning to complete. And I will have everything listed below. I do have discount codes for quite a few of these products, and I will have those below. I'll have the products linked to everything you need to know. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section. I will be back with a PM skincare routine soon. And I think there'll be more skincare videos coming up because I am going to start using another skincare brand that I can't talk about that I'm very excited about, but it's a little bit of a secret, and I will be back with talks about that soon. But I love skincare. I'm starting to love it even more than makeup because I will always say makeup only looks as good as the skin you put it on. So the main amount of your budget money should go to skincare, not makeup. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Be sure and like and subscribe it before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, and safe, and that you go out and have a very blessed day.